Welcome if this is your first time, or welcome back. I'm so happy to be together with you whenever and wherever you are tuning in. And so, this video is in my 90-day challenge to speak my truth and to share my story. And so, if that's something that you've been working on, maybe that's why you've come to this video, just to receive the inspiration to be able to do it yourself in whatever shape or form that might take. So, if you want to write songs, if you want to sing, if you want to bake, if you want to open a pop up, if you want, however, and in whatever form, I hope this is another sign or symbol from the universe to do it. Share your voice, speak your truth. I like to start these videos sharing a practice. And so I didn't think that this was a practice, but I wonder if it might be for you. If you're someone who does everything digitally, so if you take notes on your phone, or if you have it dictated, or if you type it on a computer, the practice that I wanted to suggest for today is one where you put pen or pencil to paper and see what happens. So, if that is taking notes in a notepad um, with some writing instrument, or if that's um, writing a card instead of sending a text message, um, just to see what it feels like to write physically, even if it's not super legible, um, because I think the experience of writing can be linked to remembering it better, or having that sort of visceral experience. I don't have any quotes, or I don't have any references for that, but I think there's something really special about physically writing. So, just for your consideration. And today I was like, oh, it is such an exciting time because it is December for me. And in my last video, I talked about the history of the holidays for me and why it has come to mean so much. And so today, I just wanted to share an update because things have been happening. I've been making things happen. And so, okay, so the first tradition, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing this, mostly because I don't like the idea of continuing to buy things. I will say that I had to break my goal this year. My goal was not to buy any clothes new, but to just get secondhand clothing. Um, but I wanted to have matching pajamas with my mom. And so I broke the goal after almost 11 months. So I'm still proud of that. Like, it doesn't mean that I did a bad job at it. And I know it's possible, but I wanted to have the experience to see um, me and my mom wearing matching pajamas, even if we don't do a Christmas card. Yeah, so that's something that has been started. We have like the same bottoms, and we have the same top, but we'll probably wear different numbers of layers. And then we also got my brothers the same top, but then discovered that we might also want to get them the bottoms. So the bottoms have arrived. Now it's just a matter of all coming together to, when we can take a photo, but we'll also try to take a photo before the holidays. So that'll be fun. So that's tradition number one. So maybe next year we'll just wear the same pajama bottoms again, even if we don't get new ones. I'm totally cool with that. Um, the second thing, so I have I adopted parents. They didn't adopt me, but I adopted parents after I went to an incredible wedding for a friend I've known since elementary school. And so we have been planning to meet up. And so I messaged my Papa, I call him Papa. I messaged Papa and I asked him, can we do a holiday activity? And so we were trying to figure out like where we should meet because they live about an hour away. And so I suggested some ideas if we went their way or if they came my way, because it so happens to be that we have our Christmas tree lighting that day. So it seems like they're going to come down and we're going to try to find some local mom and pop restaurant for some food that everybody could eat. So I'm excited because actually last year I went to this event. I didn't see the lighting because I was having an intense conversation with my friend who I was with. So no problem at all. Cause we're just like, oh, we'll just get hot chocolate and meander down to the tree on our own time. So it was perfect the way that it happened. But this will be the second year I'm going to the event. So technically, um, it's already a tradition. So I'm excited for that. So those are the first two things. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Um, Not yet. I think I was looking for some more inspiration. Um, there. Oh, well, I guess this can be a tradition too, because then it's just like on my, for me, because that's the whole thing. What are traditions that I can do? So I can go to this tree lighting event next year, whoever, or I can go by myself. It doesn't really matter. That kind of stuff. I don't um care to have somebody go with me if I don't have someone. But um okay, so fun fact. Um all of the mugs that I own have been gifted to me. Okay, so I'm very proud of this. Um and I have I was gifted a new holiday season mug last year because the one that I had before was not that exciting. And I'm sorry. Preferences. I know, first world problems. I'm sorry. But I have an incredible autumn mug. I know technically it's still autumn. I have an incredible autumn mug because one, it's peanuts, and two, like the inside is a different color from the outside because, it's all the Snoopy in the Peanuts gang hanging out, trick or treating. And so then I had this white mug that said ho ho ho, and there was something. It was like elegant, simple, right? So my friend got me a mug, oh, and there's a penguin on the mug when you're looking. And then it says snow much fun, right? So the penguin's on this in the snow. But then inside, when you take a sip, there's a little penguin in the middle. So I was like, oh, this is so cute. So I am happy with my holiday winter mug. So I just took it out yesterday. And so I've been enjoying my mug. So that's part of my tradition is having a holiday mug that someone has gifted to me. So that's super exciting that I was able to take it out. Um, yeah. So those are the updates. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm just like I'm still trying to percolate. I haven't had time to really brainstorm too much. Um, can't get a tree. I was looking into Nutcracker, but I couldn't figure out a date. And it wasn't, I mean, not somebody to go with me, but like a time and date which I can go. Um, I haven't been doing a lot of things in the evening, so that can make it tricky. I kind of want to go to the beach because I have access to the beach, even if it's not going to be warm. I mean, I probably shouldn't go on a rainy day. Oops, sorry, it doesn't usually happen where I move my mic. Um, I would like to do a trip to the beach. Oh, but then there are these little neighborhoods um, that might be fun to visit that have beach access. I might add that to the list of traditions. Um, yeah, because actually I haven't been to the beach. I don't know if I've been this year, and that's a bad thing because I have access. So I'm going to try to change that. I know I wanted to try to go for the summer. That didn't happen. Okay, so visiting the beach before Christmas is going to be a tradition. I should do something when I'm there, huh? Like, I don't know, like leave an ornament or something. An ornament at the beach? That could be kind of fun. Maybe somebody, hopefully someone can find it. I was thinking of like a flower, but I was like, a poinsettia? Do I have to buy a plant? I don't think I can just cut a. We'll see. So, are there any other Christmas flowers? Christmas fruit? No. Okay, here's that. Maybe, and I had done this like years ago. I don't know if I like can commit to it every year. Just, I don't always feel like doing it, but I could gift persimmon bread or cookies. I could do that. That could be a fun way. Oh gosh, okay. This is another thing I would like to be more consistent with. One of the foods that I appreciate from Mexican culture are tamales. And when I first heard about a tamalada, I was like, oh, this sounds exciting. And then I think there's like a tamale festival. I haven't been. But there was one year where I celebrated Christmas on my own. Such a happy little camper. I made sure I got tamales so that I could eat it on Christmas Day. So I would actually really enjoy having tamales on Christmas Day. Um, yeah, that would make me really happy. And okay, so what did I say? Go to the beach. We have the tree lighting in my city. Um, Tree lighting in my city. Oh, matching pajamas, holiday mug, beach. Maybe leave something holiday-y. Ooh, like garland. Um, and then tamales. Ooh, fun. Okay, I'm kind of down with that. Maybe, let's see. Oh, and maybe gift persimmon bread. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I do have a friend to whom I am an auntie to our children, um, who has been asking if I can sleep over. So I wonder if we can do that like as a holiday tradition. I'm going to ask my friend. Okay, I'm going to go check in with her right now as we speak so I don't forget. Thank you for witnessing this part of my journey. I know it's like 3 days of talking about holiday things. Ah, exciting. This is how exciting it is for me. Um, yes. And sometimes when, oh, I was listening to a Louise Hay talk the other day when I was driving, and she was talking about joy because I haven't been listening to new things. I've been listening to the same one to try to repeat it. Um, but she's talking about joy, and she was talking about how even in the midst of trials and like a challenging time, that you can experience joy, and that they don't have to be separate experiences, much like grief. I think that was one of the most surprising lessons that I had learned when I was grieving the physical transition of my father was that I could be in I could be in bereavement, right? The state of loss, but I could experience a range of emotions, including joy and anger and frustration and gratitude. Um, and so her talking about this reminded me of allowing joy in, allowing joy to find me wherever it needs to find me and to not block emotions. I can't remember verbatim, but I know author, a researcher, Brene Brown talks about how um, essentially if you block or like close yourself off to like one emotion. So let's say sadness. You block yourself from all of the emotions. You can't just block one, right? So you just become um, unable to feel any emotion as opposed to the one that you were hoping to avoid. Um, so I was thinking about joy today and I was trying to say some affirmations that I had recalled. There were two. And I had said the first one, I allow joy to find me. And the other one was joy leads me in my life, which is a little harder, but um, it was interesting just to see how it showed up when I allowed it. But then I also know that depending on what's going on, joy doesn't feel accessible. And so, not to say that you have to. And I think, this is why I'm still trying to make sense of like the law of attraction and why I still haven't like embraced the idea of manifestation, right? Like, still a little bit, I still lean more towards the idea of alchemy and creating value out of something, sort of shifting and transforming something. Um, so I don't want it to seem like I'm pushing toxic positivity. Um, being someone who understands and can sometimes feel what other people are feeling, whether I've gone through the experience or not, right? But the idea that emotions can be universal, and um, as somebody who wants to understand people's experiences, I I know that it's not always accessible, and I know that joy has not always been a part of my life. Happiness has not been something that I have ever remembered pursuing, um, especially like as a young adult and on. Um, but I just wonder what could be possible if we allowed joy to find us when it wants to show up instead of blocking it from being experienced. So that's what I wanted to share today. Thank you for receiving and witnessing my excitement about holiday traditions and um, yeah, thank you for showing up and witnessing my journey. So I hope you take good care wherever you are and whenever you are. And until next time, I'm sending you a big hug. Okay, bye bye.